It's the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for Monday, June the 5th. I'm Michael Groff. Topping weather headlines this week, the excessive heat here in the southwest, with temperatures climbing up to around 110 degrees or so in many spots. But we will see some relief by the end of the weekend this weekend. Temperatures getting back to normal, maybe even a few degrees below normal. Let's talk about it as we look outside this morning just after 7 a.m. A few high clouds in the valley right now, otherwise sunny skies. Already 85 degrees at Sky Harbor, dew point at 42, humidity 22%. The winds are light, the barometer is rising. Temperatures out there this morning, upper 70s to mid 80s in many spots. Satellite shows clear skies throughout much of the west. The watch warning map, those are excessive heat warnings for Maricopa, Pinal, and Pima County until tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Meanwhile, in the Pacific Northwest, freeze warnings, parts of Oregon around Klamath Falls and Silver Lake. Flash flood watches, parts of East Texas, Louisiana, northern Tennessee, and parts of Kentucky. And some dense fog advisories around St. Louis. On the convective outlook, a slight risk of severe storms in parts of South Texas, from around Brownsville to Corpus Christi, Victoria. Elsewhere, several marginal risk zones, including the eastern side of the Rockies up into the northern plains, and parts of the Ohio Valley up into central New York and the mid-Atlantic coast, as well as South Florida around Fort Myers and Miami. And as far as our weather is concerned, let's talk about that right now as we take a look at the models and see what's happening. This is the GFS, the 06Z run, valid at 5 o'clock Mountain Standard Time today. The view across North America from 500 millibars, about 18,000 feet up. Sprawling trough across the eastern part of the country, and a deep trough well off the Pacific Northwest coast, up into the Gulf of Alaska. In between, a big area of high pressure from the southwest all the way up into central Canada. 588 ridge around here, so at the surface, another hot day. Sunny skies, high temperatures 108 to 110. Some of the warmest desert spots out in southwest Arizona, southeast California could even be warmer than that. We'll see some typical afternoon breezes, otherwise no relief from the heat. Tonight, clear, lows in the mid-70s to low 80s. Tomorrow, same thing, sunny and hot, highs 108 to 110. Now, on Wednesday, the GFS is starting to show some moisture creeping into the southwest as high pressure sits over the southern plains and a trough approaches the west coast. Southerly flow starts to kick in. And in fact, this run of the GFS even tries to take a few isolated showers and storms into the south central deserts, including Phoenix. That's probably a bit too aggressive with the moisture, but let's look and see what some of the other models have to say about it. This is the NAM, the 12-kilometer NAM on Wednesday afternoon. Not nearly as bullish, showing some moisture flowing north into the eastern part of the state and New Mexico and across the Sierra Madre of northern Mexico. Meanwhile, the European, pretty aggressive, showing much more moisture and more precipitation. But most of that's staying to our east, although along the Mogollon Rim and the White Mountains and maybe southeast Arizona could see some showers and storms. Here's the Canadian model Wednesday afternoon, and again, isolated showers in eastern Arizona, southeast part of the state as well. But around here, I think it's going to stay dry. We might see a slight uptick in humidity levels, but otherwise, hot temperatures will continue. Highs 105 to 108. Thursday, we're still hot, but temperatures slowly lowering, about 103 to 106 with mostly sunny skies. Could see a few high clouds both Wednesday and Thursday. Friday, a few breezes, otherwise mostly sunny skies. We'll have high temperatures 100 to 103. Saturday, as troughing continues to push into the west, we'll see the upper heights coming down just a little bit further. Highs upper 90s to about 102. Sunday, mid and upper 90s in most spots. I think we'll still just barely squeak to the 100-degree mark here in the valley. Then this is a week from today, Monday the 12th of June, troughing over the southwest, the GFS, pretty aggressive with this, and high temperatures would be just a couple of degrees below normal, upper 90s to about 102. Here's Tuesday the 13th of June. This is showing some type of cutoff low or upper low spinning around the southwest, and if that verifies, we'll certainly have to watch for the possibility of maybe a little unsettled weather, but it is June, and that doesn't seem all that likely. Here is the end of the forecast period, Wednesday the 14th. And again, that does show a little cutoff low over the southwest, but I think we're just going to stay dry with temperatures roughly 100 to 103. Looking at the temperatures through the period off the GFS ensemble, hot through the early and middle part of this week, and then some relief by this weekend and perhaps into the early part of next week. In fact, the ensemble has temperatures falling back into the upper 90s. Not quite sure it gets that cool, but certainly something to watch. And that'll do it for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. Our next video back here tomorrow morning. Thank you so much for watching. As always, be sure to subscribe to us. That way, every time we post a brand new video, you'll get the notifications. And have a great Monday.